Hi, today we are going to talk about how to prepare for UPSC CSC 2022. So to prepare for this, we have two kind of students. That is, first is beginners, and the second type of students are repeaters who have given the exam one time, two time, or more than that. So this session is going to be for beginners who have no idea about how to start the preparation for UPSC, or even if they have started, they are confused what to learn, what not to learn, and if they have made a schedule to start for the preparation of UPSC, they are not being able to stick to that schedule. They are studying this subject and then they are moving to the other subject without completing them and getting involved in the UPSC, but not understanding what the UPSC wants from an ideal candidate. So we are going to talk about what to do and what not to do if you are preparing for the UPSC examination. I have given this examination and I have cleared the prelims, so I am talking about this. And for prelims, we have one thing to know, that the sources should be minimum and the revision should be maximum. So what happens when we start the preparation is, we see the subjects, we see the syllabus, it is too vast to cover, and if we try to cover it would take 1 year or 1.5 year. But for a student who have no idea about UPSC, who has done graduation in his science, from science stream, or a student from BTech, often find it difficult to cope up with the syllabus. So first thing that we should not to do in this process is to not start with current affairs. Do not ever start with current affairs, because to understand current affairs properly, we need to have basic knowledge about polity, geography, or economics, because these subjects are the basic subjects on which the foundation of UPSC lies. And if we are able to cover these subjects as early as possible, we would be able to understand what current affairs are. So my suggestion would be to start with polity, because maximum of current affairs deals with this subject, and then start with geography, and then start with economy. So to start with polity, if you are following a coaching institute, if you are taking the coaching, then complete that coaching. The subject would be covered in 1 or 2 months, but don't be very quick in this process, because understanding this subject needs time, and when you encounter this subject for the first time, you would not be able to understand the subject completely. But believe me, make notes if you are taking the coaching for 1.5 months, and if you are able to understand it. If you are not being able to understand this properly, then there is no issue. You can start the next subject, that is geography. and after that it should be given equal time, that is 1.5 months. Then after, move to economy. The most toughest from all of these is economy, because its basic concepts are such that if you do not know about the basic concepts, you would not be able to understand whole economy. So my suggestion is to, at least if you have given 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, or at most 5 months to these subjects, revise them, revise them for at least 1 month, and after 6 months you can start now for current affairs. If you have taken the coaching, follow the videos, make the notes, and if you have not taken, then go for the NCRTs. From 9th to 12th, it would be sufficient. And after 6 months, you can move up to the other subjects like history, environment, science and tech. These subjects do not take much time except history, because it needs time. It would take 3 to 4 months to complete this syllabus, and if I am counting 6 plus 4 months, then we would be covering 10 months, and for 2 months we can focus on environment and science. So we are now completing our 12 months journey. So if we have prepared from June 2021, we would be completing our 12 months in June 2022. And in that process, we need to revise, we need to look at the current affairs. For current affairs, not everyone is able to read the Hindu on a daily basis. For this, you can saw the daily analysis on the various YouTube channels which gives UPSC analysis for Hindu newspaper. And at the end, when we would have 1 month or 2 months, then we can refer to the current affair magazines. There are many magazines which come like PT 365, etc. So do revise them and then sit for the paper with proper revision. Remember one thing, that revising one book 10 times is much better than reading 10 books for one time. Thank you. That's all for this. In the next video, I will be sharing about the schedule, how to make the schedule, and how to make a timetable to start this preparation. Thank you.